Hello, beautiful people. How are y'all doing today? So today I kind of want to just present to you guys that I am officially in deliverance. Soul wound healing and deliverance, to be specific. And so I want to be this person that helps you to walk you guys through soul wound healing and deliverance and get you guys set free. I do have my email information up on my profile, and so you guys can go and message me if you are wanting deliverance and healing. Deliverance has been the best gift that God could have ever given me. I was completely demonically oppressed and possessed, and I had no idea, right? I had no idea until I started experiencing those witchcraft attacks, and God showed me. And, obviously being, targeted by witches, I definitely needed a lot of deliverance, a lot of healing, and Jesus walked me through those things. When I was searching to try to figure out if I can find a deliverance ministry in my area, it was so hard to find people to give me deliverance. Along the way, God has led people in my path that were able to assist me to get deliverance and healing. I was at a point where I knew that I needed deliverance. I needed deliverance so bad because I had opened the door to Satan. I was practicing all the yoga, all the horoscopes, the tarot cards. I was practicing witchcraft. And so once I tried to get closer to God and try to save my relationship, God showed me that the very witchcraft that I was involved in to a certain extent was being used on me, but worse. And so I did not know that I was operating in witchcraft. I just thought it was like law of attraction, manifestation, things like that. And it led me down a horrible road where, once I really started seeking God, these demons started to harass me. And not only that, the witches, they made it their mission to try to keep me in that bondage because of whatever reason, I don't know. And I don't care. I really just pray that these people do get healing and understand that every source that we use that is outside of Jesus Christ is witchcraft. You don't need to use salt. You don't need to use manifestation and clearing your mind and all these different exercises. You just need Jesus. You just need Jesus. You just need deliverance. Deliverance can heal you from depression, suicidal thoughts, fear, anxiety. It can deliver you from narcissistic personality disorder. It can deliver you from back pain. It can deliver you from medical diagnosis. Deliverance can heal you from so many. It's like a myriad of things that deliverance can deliver you from. Deliverance is the children's bread. Jesus came here and gave us an example of what we are to do. Jesus is 80% of his ministry was casting out demons and healing people. And so we're to still do those works and greater. Jesus said so himself. Okay. And so if you need help, right, you need deliverance, you need freedom, you want to feel the freedom that Christ has bought from you. You're living with demonic thoughts. You're living with, schizophrenia disorders and different things that you've been diagnosed with. And you know that it is more than just a mental diagnosis. You know that it is demonic and that you need deliverance. You can reach out to me. And another thing I wanted to talk about is there's been a couple of people that do want deliverance, but I can't do deliverance on them because they still want to live in sin. And we don't want to have open doors to the enemy when we're trying to remove the enemy. So if, for example, you're still fornicating, that is something that opens the door to the enemy. You're fornicating, you're you're getting drunk, you're just living in the world, doing all the worldly stuff, the stuff that people have already told you is demonic, right? You're living in idolatry, you're doing horoscopes, you're doing all these different things, you're looking at tarot cards, you're looking at the stars, right? You're doing manifestation and all these different things. Then you most likely are going to need deliverance, right? But you want to get out of those things and just seek God, just seek Jesus. You don't need all that other stuff. And Matthew 12:43-46 says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, and seeketh rest, and finds none. It says, then he says, I'll return into the house from which I came. And when he is come, he findeth it swept, cleaned, and garnished. Then he goes and takes with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of the man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. So you guys, we have to get out of these sins. You know, everybody I'm speaking to, and so it makes so much sense why God had me post a lot about getting out of sexual immorality, right? Same sex marriages, same sex relationships, you know, masturbating, watching porn, having sex with people that you're not married to, right? That makes so much sense, because the people who want deliverance and healing are still bound in those things. You guys, God sees you as so precious, right? And